We mentioned that for the statements we write before, they can have different semantics, either the back or versus the set semantics. So for the selection, projection, the product, and joins, normally they follow this back semantics. However, for the union, intersect, and except, they will follow the set semantics. These two semantics can carry or can deliver very different results. And sometimes we may want to force the result to be either a set or a back manually. If so, we can control this duplication records, whether they will be eliminated or not. So finally, we can force the result to be a set by select distinct. This distinct is a keyword. We can follow this select this keywords. We can provide you with an example. From the sales table, please find all the different prices charged for the beers. We want to find all the different prices, right? Before we can do so by select the price from sales table. However, in the return result, we have many duplicate records because it will return all the price, and some price can be the same. However, in this question, we will find all the different prices, right? We don't allow the duplications. We do so by force the result to be a set. Therefore, we can write down the query like this: select distinct price from sales table and semicolon. In this way, we can return all the different prices. In the return result, we have no duplications at all because we have this distinct, these keywords here. And in some other cases, we can force the result to be a back. In other words, we don't eliminate these duplicates. We can do so by using this or, this operator, or the keywords. We can provide you with some examples, like union or except or the intersect or. We also have a question as shown at the bottom. Please list all the drinkers who frequent more bars than they like beers, and note that does so as many times as the difference of its count. In other words, we do not eliminate these duplications, right, as required by the question. How can we answer this question? We need to make sure these drinkers frequent more bars than they like beers. So the first part will be how many times the drinkers frequent bars, as well how many times they like the beers. We can get the result by using the subquery, right? We can select drinker from the frequency table. In this way, we can find the drinkers, the appearance of these drinkers in the frequency table. And we're going to find the appearance of these drinkers from the next table by writing down select drinker from next. And we want to use this set minus this set, right? Before, if we use this except, we will do this duplicate records elimination automatically. However, in the question, we want to do so as many times as possible at the difference of these two counts. Therefore, we can force this one to be a back semantic. In other words, we don't eliminate these duplications. So we can do so by using this except or this operator to help us. We have the first subquery, except or the second subquery, and semicolon. In this way, we can force this semantic to be back. I hope you can follow me, right? To help you understand this semantics for the back and the set, we will provide you with an example. Let's say we have two relations or two tables. One, it has two attributes, A and B. We have four data tuples, 1A, 2B, 3C, and 2D. For R2, it follows the same template or the formats for tables. It will also contain A, B as attributes. And we have only two data tuples, 1A, 3C. And as shown on the right hand side, we have two queries. The first one is select A from R1 is subquery, except select A from R2 is subquery. Another query we have is very similar, however here we change except to except all. And the question will be what will be the return result for the two queries based on the R1 and R2 shown here? Before I show you the answer, you can do this question by yourself first and write down the answer on your paper. Okay, I think you have the answer, right? So for the select A from R1 except select A from R2, so we can do these two subqueries first, right? Select A from R1 means what? Means we want to project this A column, right? We can do so by deleting this B column first. So it will be the return result for a subquery, right? Select A from R1, it will return a relation or a table as shown here, right? And for the second subquery, with select A from R2, it will be very similar. We also project this A, right? We can delete this B column. It will be the return result for this subquery, right? Select A from R2. Remember, for this true select statements, we're following this back semantics, right? In other words, we don't do any elimination of this duplicate records. We have true here, right? It's legal because it is a back semantic. However, between them, we have this except. This except follows this set semantics, right? This except means we want to use this set minus this set, right? And we also do this elimination of this duplicate records automatically. By using this one minus this one, we can get what? We can get the return result will be a table, right? Inside this table, we can get what? We use this one minus this one. In other words, we don't have this one anyway, right? Okay, delete this one, or delete this one. Since we use this except here, it follows this set semantics. In other words, we will eliminate these duplications automatically. We delete this one as well, right? So for the first query, we get the result as shown here. We have a table. Inside this table, we have one single attribute, the A, right? And for the A attribute, we have one single data tuple, is number 2, right? This is about except. And for the second one, we use this except all. In other words, false semantics meaning for the except should be a back. If we do this except all between the two subquery, we can get a what? We can get a very similar way, right? We can get, it will be a table. The table has one single column. This column denotes this A attribute, right? However, because we have this except all, in other words, it follows this back semantics. And inside this table, we have 2 rows. And these 2 rows also keep the same number, right? We use this one minus this one, and we also annul these duplications. In other words, we have 2 truths here, right? Which will be returned in the result. So I hope you can follow me, right? For these 2 queries, you can get a very different results. This one, we eliminate these duplications. However, this one, we annul these duplications. I hope this example can also help you understand the semantics for the back and versus set. They are very different. So please keep this in mind when you do these queries.